A very good evening to all our viewers there in US, in Canada, and in these parts of the globe. And a very good morning, early morning to those there in Indian subcontinent. It has been a lot many days since I last interacted with you during my live sessions. One of the major reasons has been my consistent traveling across US, across Canada. I have been traveling consistently. But today I finally decided that it has been a long break being live with you guys, answering your questions because it is very much understandable that there are so many questions. Many of you, thousands and thousands of you, in fact, around the globe, they show faith on Ayurveda, they show faith on our treatments, they show faith on our guidance which we provide them through Ayurveda, and they connect with us, they start the journey of wellness with us. So it becomes a priority for me, as always, to stay connected with you, to be taking your questions, to be discussing quality Ayurveda with you guys. Today, being in Vancouver, I am there live with you guys. From Vancouver, it's a lovely evening, late evening over here, and a bit of overcast conditions, not too much. And as always, when I talk about Ayurveda, the basic concept of Ayurveda is in balancing the doshas. It's very important for all of us to be knowing our body types. When we talk about our body types, Ayurveda believes that we all have been blessed with different body types right from the very first day when we take our first breath on this earth. Now, what is this body type? It comes out as a strange kind of a thing for many of us. If I talk about blood group, if I ask any one of you nowadays about your blood group, immediately I'll start getting messages that my blood group is A positive, it's B positive, it's AB positives. When I ask the blood group, immediately I will get replies from most of you in regards of the blood groups. And there is no harm in knowing one's blood group. In case of emergency, it is the blood group which really matters a lot. But then, as I just mentioned, only in case of emergency. But when we talk about the Ayurvedic body type, now that is something, the knowledge about what is required right from the very first day when we take birth, and that knowledge needs to be kept with us, awareness needs to be kept with us throughout our lives so that we can accordingly make minute changes in our lifestyles which can enable us towards a healthier living. Now, when we talk about body types, primarily in Ayurveda, the body types can be divided into Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Although, whenever you will be calculating your body types, when we'll be discussing and going ahead further with you guys into that, you will see that it will be either Vata Pitta, Pitta Kapha, Kapha Vataj, and in some cases Tridoshaj. So the body type of a person can have two doshas having the similar levels, or three doshas in a balanced level, or can be more imbalance of one dosha than the others. And accordingly, the people will have their characteristics. But to make the things easier for you to understand and to make it more interesting for you, I will be taking the body types one by one. And the first body type about which we are going to talk about is Vata body type. When we talk about Vata body type, it is said about Vata body type that Alpakesho Krisho Ruksho Vachalascha Manasa Akashchari Swapneshu Vat Prakriti Ko Nara. Such is the beauty of Ayurveda. It explains everything in small, rhyming shlokas, making it easier for the physician to remember it, making it easier for a general person to remember it. So those of us who are having less body hair, alpakaisho, kurisho, those of us who generally are more skinny, who are having a lesser subcutaneous fat on their bodies, who tend to put on less weight, are Vata. Ruksho, the skin of Vata people generally is dry skin. So they are having a dry skin. So alpakesho, krisho, ruksho, vachalascha manasa. When we say vachalascha manasa, it means that vata people are those people who always like to speak. If you are in a group and in the middle of that group you see that someone is continuously doing some chit chat, speaking out, again speaking out, the person will be the center of interest for the entire group. Now that is the vata person. A person who will continuously, you try asking that person that please can you be quiet for some time, and when you say that, you will see that despite you're requesting that person to be speaking out to a lesser extent, still you will find out that that person, it will be really hard for that person to be able to control this excessive speaking in himself or herself. So that basically is vata body type for all of us. And yes, the vata body type people are real innovators. The innovation in their case is to their level best. They are the best innovators. When we talk about innovations, they really are too good at innovations. So while we are discussing the body types with you, I would also like to carry on with your questions. And as I can see, Yuvraji, you have written about Spruh, age is 9 years, speech issues there, understanding issues there, and communication issues there. So I would further like to know, in case of Yuvraj, that are we doing something regularly on the psychological front, or are we doing something on the Ayurvedic front for him, or is it for the first time that we are discussing this with each other? Because if it's for the first time, then 9 years of age is now a age where we need to be very quick in his case. And when we talk about speech issue, I would further like to know how much speech issues. Are there too many speech issues? Or is he able to speak out few words, but he is not able to communicate through meaningful sentences? I would like you to be elaborating on that. Pooja Mathurji, you have done, sir, what is the use of Panchkarma therapy in autism? Now, Poojaji, I would like to elaborate a bit on this, because that is something which at times causes a confusion in the mind of the patients who are taking treatment from us. When we talk about Panchkarma alone, if we are only doing Panchkarma for autistic child, that is not going to help that child much. It may give a bit of improvement, but not too much of improvement. But when we talk about the therapy curriculum which we plan for autistic kids over here in our centers, it is not just Panchkarma. We have combined Panchkarma with certain psychotherapeutic procedures. We have amalgamated Panchkarma and psychotherapy. And in psychotherapy, it is 80% ABA that we follow in majority of the cases, 10% of speech therapy wherever required, and 10% of OT wherever required. So basically, when we combine all these therapies, now the Panchakarma, when it is done in a proper way through professional hands for a child, the child comes to a stage where it is easier for the child to follow the things which are being guided to the child in psychotherapy, because the conscious and the subconscious coordination, it really improves through the right kind of Panchkarma procedure. So when we see parents where the children are already higher in age, or when we see parents who are not able to, you can say, provide that much of time for the kids at their own home, who are not able to coordinate to that extent, to follow to that extent ABA, over there, it really helps if the child can be there with us and we are doing everything for the parents. So I always guide the parents, either dedicate your next few months for your child as far as our guidance is concerned, or if you feel you are confused, you are demotivated, there is too much of Googling, there is too much of doctor's advice in allopathy, there is too much of psychotherapist advice who are guiding you that autism cannot be corrected, autism can only be managed. If you are feeling that way, then don't hesitate in being there with us, because once, for the first few months, you will be over there with us, and it will be experts who will be working on your child, you will immediately see a very good recovery in your child's case. And once you start visualizing some positive changes in your child, it becomes all the more easy for you with a positive frame of mind to be doing those things which were done at our place. There are some therapies which you will gradually learn. There are some things which we will train you for, so that once you start the treatment in house with us, it becomes all the more easier and that much quicker for you to do those things at your own place. So that's why, if you can be over there for the special Panchakarma Kam psychotherapy curriculum, it is going to help. If we talk about plain Panchakarma, yeah, it's not bad, but then it is not having those specific quick results in autism as much as a child would like. So I was talking to you about body types, and we discussed with you the Vata body type, and now coming to, and these body types are really important in understanding your autistic kid too. A Vata autistic kid will behave differently. A Pitta autistic kid will behave differently, and a Kapha autistic kid will behave differently. The behavior patterns in all of these will be different. So it becomes very important to understand the body type which you feel that your child is blessed with, and then accordingly, if certain things are done, that really will give a quick improvement. Sheila Devi ji, you have mentioned, hi doctor, we have started the treatment for my niece. She has improved a lot in her hyperactivity. As you have suggested for Panchakarma, we'll go for that. Doctor just want to know when we can start. Sheila ji, you can connect on these helplines which are over there. I would further like to elaborate that, see, we pick up cases in batches. There are some kind of social activities which we involve all those children who come to us into. So generally we pick up the cases in batches, so that some activities are indoor activities, some activities are outdoor activities, some of them targeted in a zoo area, some in a bird park, some in a normal garden, some in a mall, and the psychotherapists are working. There are multiple kids, because autism is a disease which is very much associated with the social skills of the child. So if we can do the needful in correcting up the social skills of the child, that really helps out a lot. So it's always advisable to come in batches to us. So you can go back to the helpline numbers. They will immediately update you when we are going to have the next batches, and then most welcome for your niece. You will see a very quick improvement coming her way. So going ahead with Pitta body type, when we talk about Pitta body type, about Pitta it is said, Akale khalit vyapto dhiman svedhiche roshne swapneshu jyotirsham drishto Pitta prakriti ko nara. When we talk about Pitta body type, they are having a heating body type. Their body type is more heating in nature, and they tend to lose hair of, when we say baldness will be occurring in such people quicker than others. They sweat profusely, they get angry quickly, and then they are very calculative when it comes to speaking. And it's really very tough to convince a Pitta body type. If a Pitta body type feels that, yet see, this is the right thing, you may put your complete energy in convincing that guy that, no, see, the things go like this. No. That person will be very thoughtful, will have n number of questions, and it's only and only when all his questions are answered that he may agree with your perspective. Unlike the Vata body type which we talked, which is very easy to convince, and which will keep on always saying out multiple things, a Pitta body type is too tough to convince. A Pitta body type? No. The toughest thing is to convince a Pitta body type to your point of view. So such are the Pitta body type people. They are intellectually, they are given a very great intellect. They are generally connected nicely spiritually, and they generally will have a fatty liver. They will have digestive problems. They may have skin diseases. They may have piles. These are the kind of diseases which generally develop in a Pitta body type. Good morning, Ruby ji and Moni ji. You have mentioned Rudra, 5 years understanding. You have mentioned about the question just flew away. Just be with me. I'll be checking out for the question if I can. No, the question just flew away from me. And while I was checking out with the question, yeah, the chats were about to go away from me. So I won't be picking out the cursor now. I am being shared the question by my team. that we have started the treatment for Rudra. In case of Rudra, there is a question I would like team. Yes, understanding issues there and developmental issues there. So Moniji, when we talk about a 5-year-old child and there is understanding issue and developmental issue, the understanding issue is not that a problem, but I would like you to elaborate on the developmental issue. Are there any genetic manifestations also, or any changes in the MRI or PET scan or something like that also? Please elaborate on those. If there are any reports with you, the helpline numbers are there in front of you. I would like you to share all the reports over there. Going ahead and rushing to the next body type, but no, not before we have addressed Ruby Singh ji. Manya, age 3, speed and hyperactivity issue. If the age is 3 years, Manya ji, don't take, Ruby ji, don't take the slightest of stress, because below 4.5 years of age, a child is at a reflex learning and a language development age. So if a child comes to us at an age which is below 4.5 years, the improvement can be visualized the quickest of all. So we need to work on the subconscious mind of your child. When we work on the subconscious mind of your child, which is also known as the dharnatmak buddhi of your child, you will see the concentration span going up. You will see the hyperactivity of your child going down. So it should not at all be a problem for us in correcting the issues with your child. Don't worry about that. And I would also like to tell you that the drug of choice, till the time we can start a proper treatment for you, Brain OR is something which is really very good for your child. The age is very correct, so we should not be too late in starting with Brain OR. The ones which you are watching on the screen is the Brain OR capsule, but the one which you need for your child is the Brain OR syrup. I will see if the same can be shown to you. Yeah, you will just be going through the Brain OR, although the Brain OR which is being shown to you is basically for our international patients with a brown label. The one which you might be having with you may come in a green label. There is no major difference in the same apart from certain herbs, because when we are working in international locations, we have to comply with the norms of every country. Each country has different regulations for the usage of herbs. So accordingly, we have a bit of changes in the manufacturing of certain medications, certain herbal supplements, certain dietary supplements. We call them as medicine in India, but out of India we are not allowed to use medicines. So they are dietary supplements for people around the globe. And yes, for Indians, they are one of the best therapeutic Ayurvedic medications. Without it, only herbs which are so safe for your child to consume them. So before I leave for the day, it's very important for me to be discussing with you the Kapha body type, because the Kapha body types comes the last to explain about them, because Kapha body type, they're the most relaxed ones. Sthulkai Mahabali, those people who are having a heavier bony structure, a more body weight, they love to sleep, they don't want to do much things, they are most relaxed of all, they are the Kapha body type. They always try to remain happy. Tell them anything on this world, small things are not going, small pokings are also not going to truffle the Kapha people. Their favorite thing is to relax, to take rest. And yes, God has blessed them with the best of body type when it comes to immunity. They are very good at their immunity part. The only major thing which troubles most of them is diabetes, cholesterol, and other things which you can very well imagine we had when we are having a slow and a sluggish lifestyle. So it becomes very important for Kapha body type people to take warm water whenever it's possible for them during the day. So that's all from my end today. It's getting late over here, and I'll be taking a break from you guys. Soon I'll be having my next short visit for the Indian meets coming up. So any one of you there from India who wants to book up for the upcoming curriculum in OPDs over there in India, you are welcome to approach our helpline numbers to see if we can have it in this time around. And always remember, when we talk about Ayurveda, the right kind of Ayurveda can always make too many things which people say is impossible. Ayurveda can make those things possible. It's always with the grace of God that Almighty and the usage of right kind of Ayurveda, along with a good team who is dedicated toward the service of the patients And yes, of course, a good patient who is listening to what is he or she is being guided about the do's and don'ts of a particular treatment curriculum, that we can win over those diseases which people say cannot be conquered. So, with the best wishes to all of you to stay healthy, I will be taking a break from you guys now. All the best. Stay healthy, stay rich pushed. Namaskar.
Various social activities. Inspired by the rich culture of Amritsar, we are rooted in tradition and diversity. Drawing energy from the vibrant city of Chandigarh, we embrace progress and inclusivity at NDK Nirogam. Why stay at NDK Nirogam for best results in autism? Ayurveda, Panchakarma, psychotherapy, ABA, OT and speech therapy, yoga and naturopathy, group activities, outdoor activities, all under one roof. Welcome to NDK Nirogam, where we believe in creating a supportive community for individuals with autism. Today, we are excited to share how our carefully crafted group activities are making a positive impact on the lives of those we serve. At NDK Nirogam, our team is dedicated to designing activities that cater to the unique needs of individuals on the autism spectrum. Our group activities are more than just fun. They are therapeutic and designed to foster social skills, sensory integration, and overall well-being. Our therapies provide a non-verbal way for individuals with autism to communicate and express themselves. It's amazing to see the creativity that unfolds during these sessions. Exercise is not only beneficial for physical health, but also for emotional well-being. Our group exercise sessions focus on building strength, coordination, and social skills.
Specialized Panchkarma therapies at Rishtpasht.
Empowering lives. Group activities for autism at NDK Nirogam Private Limited.
हो गया है एंड आई हैव चेंज लाइक आई हैव सीन इमेंस चेंज इन माय सन लाइक जब हम यहाँ पे आए थे तो ही वाज लाइक वो एक एक वर्ड ही बोलता था एंड जब से हमने मेडिसिन शुरू की है एंड मेडिसिन के साथ साथ शिरोधारा भी इसकी मोर देन 1 ईयर से चल रही है एंड विद कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ दिस मेडिसिन एंड ऑल उसमें ड्रास्टिक चेंज है। जैसे अभी वो सब कुछ अपनी चीज़ें 99% अपनी चीज़ें वो बता पाता है ईजिली एंड दैट टू दे स्टार्टेड मेकिंग फुल सेंटेंसेज ऑल्सो। क्लास में भी अकेडमिकली ही इज गोइंग सुपरबली ऑसम। ही हैज स्कोर्ड 88% इन हिज लास्ट टर्म एंड जहाँ पे जब वो नर्सरी में था ही जस्ट स्कोर्ड 55%, नॉट इवन 50%। एंड अभी जस्ट टर्म ए में ही इज इन जूनियर केजी, अभी टर्म ए में उसके 88% नंबर आए हैं। नाउ ही हैज स्टार्टेड राइटिंग ऑल्सो। पहले वो मतलब पकड़ के लिखता था, पेंसिल पकड़ के, उसका ग्रिप भी प्रॉपर नहीं था बट अब वो लिखने भी लग गया है। प्लस मुझे जो मेडिसिन से जो मुझे मेन फ़र्क दिखा है दैट इज़ सेंस, जो मुझे चाहिए था कि सेंस में थोड़ी सी डेवलपमेंट। पहले उसको फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता था कि कोई घर में आ रहा है जा रहा है, वो जस्ट कमांड वाइज ही चल रहा था। लाइक ही स्टार्टेड फॉलोइंग माई कमांड्स, लेकिन अपने दिमाग से वो कुछ नहीं कर रहा था। बट जब से मेडिसिन लेना शुरू किया आफ्टर 3 मंथ्स मुझे ज़्यादा चेंजेस दिखे हैं। 3 मंथ्स में धीरे धीरे चेंज आए। अब विद इन अ ईयर तो ड्रास्टिक चेंज है। जैसे उसको देख के आप बोल ही नहीं सकते हो कि दैट ही हैड माइल्ड ऑटिज्म, तो उसको माइल्ड ऑटिज्म ही था बट अब वो माइल्ड ऑटिज्म के स्पेक्ट्रम से भी निकल गए। अब जस्ट उसके थोड़े सिम्टम्स रह गए हैं एंड वी आर स्टिल इन टच विद नवदीप सर। वी आर स्टिल टेकिंग द मेडिसिन। उनकी जो भी गाइडलाइंस है, बीट डाइट, बीट उनका यंत्र, वी आर डूइंग दैट रिलीजियसली एंड आई मीन इट। विद दैट हम उनको हीलिंग म्यूजिक भी सिखाते हैं जिससे बच्चा इंटरनली भी हील होता है। मेडिसिन हम दे रहे हैं। सो आई एम क्वाइट हैप्पी विद दी मेडिसिन एंड फैसिलिटीज। द डॉक्टर्स आर एवरी टाइम अवेलेबल और मुझे हफ्ते में 1 साल से ज़्यादा हो गया, मुझे हफ्ते में 1 कॉल ज़रूर आता है यहाँ से दैट यू नो वेदर द थिंग्स आर गोइंग राइट। विवान के बारे में दे आस्क कि वो कैसा चल रहा है। तो लाइक दे आर इन टच, द होल टीम इज इन टच विद मी मोर देन 1 ईयर। मेडिसिन यहाँ पे टाइम से आ रही है, हमें घर पे डिलीवरी मिल जाती है। जब हमें आना होता है नवदीप सर के हमें कॉल्स आ जाते हैं दैट यू नो वो अवेलेबल है इफ़ यू वांट टू मीट। तो द एज अ क्रक्स आई एम सेटिस्फाइड विद द मेडिसिन ऑल्सो एंड विद द स्टाफ ऑल्सो। थैंक यू।
Another recovery story of autism treatment. Patient name Bhanu Pratap, age 6.7 years old, disease autism. Chief complaints: hyperactivity, speech delay, communication, short sitting, problem with understanding. The parents of the child consulted Dr. Navdeep Sharma on 2nd November 2022 at 11 a.m. and felt the scope of treatment to work for the child. The chief complaints of the parents of the child were hyperactivity, speech delay and short periods of sitting. The child also did not communicate much. Within a year of treatment from ND Care, a significant improvement was witnessed in the child. His condition showed positive results with reduced hyperactivity, improved speech, better understanding and longer sitting. He even communicated and expressed his feelings in detail. Participation amongst peers has also increased. The child also participated actively in the school activities and showcased confidence.
बच्चे का ट्रीटमेंट हमारा चल रहा है, तो हमारे बच्चे की बहुत अच्छी इम्प्रूवमेंट है। पहले तो हमारा बच्चा बात भी नहीं करता था, फिर कोई समझता नहीं था। अब इसमें स्पीच भी आई है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग आई है जी। अभी मतलब बैठ जाता है, पहले 10 मिनट भी बैठता था। तो काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुई है बच्चे में, पहले कुछ नहीं था। तो सर ही हमारे लिए तो भावना है। मतलब पहले हमें पता भी नहीं था, सर का तो पता होता तो हम पहले से ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट कर देते। तो हम खुश हैं बच्चे के लिए। बच्चे में काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट है, उसमें आई कॉन्टेक्ट आ गया है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ गई है।
फर्स्ट पंचकर्मा से ही दिखने लग गया था कि गोकुल में थोड़ा थोड़ा स्टेबिलिटी आ रही है, एक आधे वर्ड्स भी बोलना शुरू कर दिया था।
5 में बहुत सारी इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है, उसमें इमोशंस आ गए हैं, वो कुछ बातें अंडरस्टैंड भी करने लगी है।
मेरे बेटे की अंडरस्टैंडिंग में बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है।
You can see our therapists really improved the understanding of autistic kids.
पहले शुरू में मेरा बच्चा चीखते थे, हर टाइम अचानक चीखते थे, हर टाइम चिड़चिड़ापन रहते थे, हाइपर था, बहुत ही हाइपर था। मेडिसिन लेने के बाद उसका ये चिड़चिड़ापन, एग्रेशन बहुत ही कम गया है। मेडिसिन के साथ साथ पंचकर्मा भी दिया है और साथ साथ में साइकोथेरापी भी चल रहे थे। तो ये साइकोथेरापी, पंचकर्मा और मेडिसिन लाके कुल मिला के मेरा बच्चा अभी बहुत ही बेटर है।
You can see our therapist really improved the hyperactivity of autism kids.
The Panchkarma therapy here, which has Shirodhara and Nasya in it, and it is really recommended, very relaxing, and everybody and whosoever needs it must go through it.
हम लोग अपने बेटे के लिए आए हुए हैं यहाँ पे आयुष्मान मंडल, जिसका उम्र लगभग 14 साल है। यहाँ हम लोग पंचकर्मा थेरेपी लिए। यहाँ का माहौल इतना फ्रेंडली, डॉक्टर, स्टाफ सारे कुछ बहुत अच्छे लगे।
पहले ये ना बोलती थी ना कुछ समझती थी, लेकिन जब से ट्रीटमेंट ले रहे हैं काफ़ी हद तक इसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट आई है।
I came in contact with Dr. Navdeep Sharma regarding my son Shritik. So he is 3-year-old and he is having speech delay and he is having some ADHD behavior. It was a good experience. But one thing I can say for sure that my son's sleep routine is pretty much better than before.
We came to this center, had an appointment with the doctor. We had a great session with him. He has immense knowledge about autism. He is specialized in autism and Ayurvedic treatments. The therapies were done very well, and the housekeeping and everything was clean. The rooms are clean, so we had a good stay, good interaction with the doctors and therapists. So overall it was a good experience.
उसका पंचकर्मा हुआ तभी उसमें जो हाइपर एक्टिविटी था उसमें हमें बहुत फ़र्क नज़र आया, और उसकी स्पेशली जो स्लीपिंग साइकिल थी वो उसकी एकदम से सेट हो गई। जैसे वो रात में पहले हाइपर होकर उठ जाता था, अभी वो भी उसका बंद हो गया, अभी उसको स्ट्रेट स्लीप मिलती है।
NDK Mirugam, we are committed to creating a supportive and inclusive space for individuals with autism. Our group activities are designed to empower and enrich lives. promoting social connections and overall well-being.
Now these activities are one of the most important part of the treatment. Once we talk about a perfect social interaction that can only happen when social activities are being planned.
If you are looking for a place where your loved ones can thrive, come join us at NDK. Together, let's empower lives and build a brighter future.
Help thousands of children around the world to recover successfully. He believes in the holistic healing power of Ayurveda, addressing the root cause of autism rather than just treating the symptoms. Dr. Sharma combines traditional Ayurvedic practices with modern research and technology to deliver effective and sustainable results. His commitment to excellence and patient care has earned him accolades and recognition within the Ayurvedic community. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, renowned Ayurvedic doctor, gains media acclaim for expertise and contributions. Call now to connect with world's senior most Ayurvedic doctors.